Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Live from Jamaica, Grill. Yes, the title of our broadcast today is why the Benin Empire should unite or have to unite. Why we should also take Jamaica as an example, because Jamaica is full of different people, white people, brown people, Indians, Pakistanis, you know. But the issue with the Beninese is just, let me say, supremacy. When we have this supremacy among the Beninese, it's going to be very, very difficult for us to unite, because we need to unite. Because of 2023, because the Benin people, we need a real political leader. We have a traditional leader, that one is set, but we need a political leader for the Beninese. For the Beninese, and the Beninese should be prepared to also support their leaders. Because the way Nigeria is today, when you look at what is going on out there, what is happening, it's going to be difficult for the Beninese because of the segregation we are having, because of the apartheid political situation we are having. If you look at it, Beninese has not ruled Nigeria since Nigeria was amalgamated. I think this is the right time we should start preparing for the Beninese. It doesn't mean it must be an Edo person. It doesn't mean it must be an Urobo person. It doesn't mean it must be a Kwale person or any person from the Benin Empire. But we have to choose one person who will be leading us as a political figure, because the present political people we're having, they are not ready. They are not really ready. And we need a political leader who will also respect our traditional rulers, because our traditional rulers are very, very important to our society. Because our society of today, you cannot compare to the Igbo society, or to the Yoruba society, or to the Hausa society. The Benin is unique because we have different language, we have different characters, we have different cultures making up the Benin Empire, and this is how it's supposed to be. In Jamaica, it's exactly the same thing. You know, they have people here who doesn't care about your color, who doesn't care about where you came from. All they know is just you are a Jamaican, and it's very, very important for the Beninese to start coming up, because it's like we are still doing the same thing as we were doing since the 1960s, where we doesn't really have a political figure, and we need a political figure. We need somebody who cares about the people. We don't need Tinubu. Tinubu is not one of us, because these are the people who has been ruling. He has been ruling us like the Buhari has been ruling us. He ruled Lagos, yeah, but we need a real Benin person, who will prove, yes, this is Benin. Because if we want to bring peace to Nigeria, we need a Benin person, because the Beninese, they are very peaceful people, they are very diplomatic people, and yes, we know a lot. We can do a lot with the Beninese, because we have seen the job of the Hausa, the Yorubas, and so on. But it's time for us to really stand up for our people, because we have been neglected. We have been somehow reduced in Nigeria to nothing, to say the fact. If not our Obas today, we shouldn't even have a word to say in Nigeria as a whole today. Sorry for the picture, because this is from my smartphone today, and it's really difficult for me because of the Wi-Fi not to go too far. And yes, The Beninese, they are the last as of the moment. The Jaws has already their leader, Goodluck Jonathan. The Igbos have their leaders. The Yorubas have their leaders. The Hausas, the Fulanis. I believe this is the time for the Beninese to really have their leaders, because the voice of the Beninese need to be heard. We should need to be hiding, because the Beninese in Nigeria has the majority, followed by the Hausas, followed by maybe the Yorubas and the Igbos. This is very, very important for the Beninese to rise up, to come out from the shade of these people, to make sure we have something that we prepare for. Because if Nigeria is divided today, how is Benin Empire going to survive? Because it's like we are not laying a foundation for all this. We need to lay a foundation for all these sort of things that will be coming 2023. Because we don't know how the Igbos are prepared, we don't know how the Yoruba are prepared, we don't know how the Hausas or the Fulanis are prepared. The Benin has to now start drawing their own map also, drawing their own line. Because from Benin to the Volta region of Ghana, the Bight of Benin, so to say, belongs to the Beninese. We have to start redrawing our maps and doing a lot of things. Also be campaigning, but we should not be campaigning for segregation or something like that. But we should make them to understand that the Benin is the largest in Nigeria, not what they call the Ife Kingdom, because the Ifes are not empire; they are just kingdom, and we deserve a space in the Nigerian history. Because like what is going on today, our voice is not even heard, and we are not even represented. All the political assignment, all the agreement that is going on in Nigeria are only made on behalf of the Beninese from other ethnic groups. Especially from the Yoruba, who are now claiming that Benin is part of them. Benin has never been a part of Yoruba. Benin has never been a part of Igbo or Hausa. Benin has been a country right from the birth, right from the day of Baidu, Obelaka, and others. During the time of Okiso, we have a political structure. We have ministers, we have governors, we have councillors in our traditional councils who are very, very concerned about the welfare of our people more than the political structure of Nigeria. I think the Beninese has now start to stand for themselves. We shouldn't be relying on all Nigerian government or Nigerian politicians to do something for us, because the Nigerians themselves, they know what they are doing. So I'm sorry. I would like to maybe continue this broadcast tomorrow, because my Wi-Fi cannot go enough, my credit cannot go enough for this, because this is a foreign mobile phone, and it consumes a lot of credit, because I'm already receiving a sign that my credit is almost going. So I'm sorry for that. Yes, like I'm in Jamaica since 3 days now. I haven't seen a word of segregation or a word of something, you don't belong to us, you don't belong to that. Once they know you are a Nigerian, or their hearts will move on, they will start laughing, because they know they met somebody from their homeland. So I'm not claiming that they are from Benin, but from the Benin Empire. But all I know from the history of the Jamaicans, that they are from the part of the Bight of Benin. In the part of Bight of Benin, even in the Benin Kingdom, many of them were taken. They were just like buffalo soldiers, just taken from their homeland to this place. And during that period, two people from the same village were not allowed to stay together. They were always transferred to another place where they can't speak their own language, So that is how their own language lost. But they all know they are from Nigeria, and they need all our support also. If we can be able to build Nigeria, because Nigeria is a power, it's a power in Africa, it's a power in the whole world. If we Nigeria, if we use all our negative energy that we're having against Nigeria and put it into positive energy, I believe Nigeria will be one of the greatest countries in the whole world. There's no human being who doesn't complain about his own country. Even America, as rich as America, people still complain about America. As rich as Austria, people still complain about Austria. As rich as Germany, the Germans still complain about Germans. But there's one difference. The Germans, they work for the progress of the Germans, while some Nigerians work negatively against the Nigerian government. And that is very, very bad. You know? If you look at what is going on in Austria today, yes, we still have all these segregations, but you doesn't see this in the political stadium. Let me put it that way. Our councillor today, nobody knows where exactly he came from. If he doesn't say himself, this is where he came from. Exactly, almost the same thing like the German councillor. The Germans, they don't care about where you came from. As far as you are doing your good job, it doesn't mean you are Fulani, or you are Hausa, you are Igbo, you are Yoruba. As far as you are doing your good job, everybody will be with you. They will like to stay with you. And that is one of the biggest mistakes Nigerians is making, because we always try to ethnicize our politics. Immediately you hear this name Babatunde, or you hear Badamusi, or you hear Obi, people will not just start to ethnicize our politics, and which is very bad. This is one of the reasons Nigeria is not progressing. It's not that our politicians are so corrupt. We ourselves, we have to do more. We have to do something to make sure our political situation in Nigeria is far more better as it is now. Because not that Buhari too bad. Yeah, he might not be doing a very good job. But I believe with our support, all our effort, we stand behind him in the next 2 years. I'm not a fan of Buhari. I didn't vote for him, and I will not vote for him if he contests again. But I believe he's already there. We have to use this power, not just only the negative power. Let us help Buhari. Let us help ourselves to make sure we build for 2023 a good political standard, election and others, without selling your election, without selling your vote, without doing any other thing to harm this country. Because immediately you sell your vote, you doesn't have any right, to complain about anybody. That is why it's very important. We mustn't vote for name because it's Tinubu, or because he's Buhari, because he's that, because he made a name already. And the Nigerian have to separate himself from religion. This is one of the biggest problems we are facing also, apart from the political structure of Nigeria. We need to change the religion aspect of Nigeria. The division among Nigeria also comes from this aspect, this religion. Like this one is a Muslim, this one is a Christian. We have to separate all these things from our life, because religion have never brought any progress to Nigeria, apart from for the leaders of the church, who now has private jets, 2-3 private jets, have limousine everywhere, where their members are eating from the dustbin, cannot even afford a meal a day. So it's time to divert from all the system. Because you only see this in Africa, where everybody go to church and start dancing and start doing all sorts of things. All these people, the white people, not that they are more hardworking than us, but they spend maybe nothing less than half an hour in the church. Those of them go to church. The rest they spend it in their workshop, where they construct all these machines, doing all this sort of things. They sponsor their children, to know about techniques. It's not to read the Bible or to read the Quran or something like that. They sponsor their children to make sure they know something about techniques. You mustn't go to university to be succeeded in life. It's okay when you have a handwork. Most of these successful people you know today in the world, they have their own handwork they learned. Most of like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, or whatever they call them, they are not well educated as many people as in Nigeria, have double professor and so many other things. But they survive because they believe on what they were doing. No matter the political situation or the religious situation they were doing a good job. They did and they worked hard for it. This is where Nigeria should go. If we want to survive as a nation, we must separate ourselves from religion and we should see ourselves as human beings. Whether you are from the north, from the south, from the east, from the west, we should always see ourselves as human beings. And I believe Nigeria is a very, very powerful country. Because these people in the Caribbean, they see us as their future. The people who will fight for them in the future. When I look at Jamaica today, yes, they are where the rich people is, they are where the poor people is. But the Jamaicans, they are so self-sufficient, they are so hard-working people, You see an old man of about 50, 60 years old, he carrying a train and selling water, selling everything, just to survive. So they have this in their blood from Nigeria. And if you go to Haiti today, we are suffering, As I said in my last broadcast, this is where Nigeria should be coming up, like as the United Arab Emirates is doing for the Muslim world. They are doing things you couldn't imagine. Like in Afghanistan the other day, as the American and the Western troops pull out of Afghanistan, the United Arab Emirates, they go in, bringing in food, they repair the airport so that the plane could land, so that they can help their people. And they did that in a very, very good manner. Anywhere in the Arab world today where this conflict, the United Arab Emirates is always there. They are always there and they help their people. This is how Nigeria should stand for their people. And they're not just fighting ourselves, looking for a way to separate from each other. I think if any of Nigerians today separate from each other, they won't have it easy. Those who left Nigeria, because I can assure you this. For example, of this area alone, some part of Ivory Coast, in the Chad, in Mali, in Liberia, they also have this big problem. It's one of their biggest problems. They don't come to rest till today. We will be fighting ourselves for the next 30, 40 years before we will now come to rest. Even then, we will not start. Even those who separated will not have internal fight. They will start fighting themselves because most of the leaders will not be the one they were hoping for. Especially something like Kanu or all these Simo Akman, who only depend on themselves, who doesn't even listen to their people. They are even doing worse than the Buhari they are complaining about. It's not that Buhari hasn't done anything in the East. Buhari has done a lot in the East. The second Niger bridge constructed, they have, there is a lot going on there. Compared to the South, like the Benin Empire, it's like we are losing out. So that is why we must come up in this area for ourselves. Because we cannot be allowing the Yorubas, the Igbos, and the Hausas to be ruling over us, destroying their countries. We have to rebuild our country. Our father like Anthony Enahoro, who fought for the independence of Nigeria, know why they fought for the independence for Nigeria. They didn't fight for the independence of Nigeria that we will not divide later. They know what we were doing when they were doing this. They did this for us. It's now our time to come up and build this nation for ourselves, for our children, for our children's children, Let's take religion out of Nigeria, and you will see how Nigeria will start progressing. Nigeria will start progressing. We have deities. We doesn't need every Sunday to give thanks to our deities. Yes, in the world we have this, and it's very wonderful. But when you start every Sunday, spend 3 hours in the church, spend 3 hours in the mosque. I won't say these are time wasted. And when you continue to put your children in the Bible class, day in and day out, instead of learning something, techniques, learning how to build, how to install things, it's going to be difficult in the future because we are going to be depending on the Western countries, and this is going to be a heavy blow for us. And this is what is happening today in the African continent. Africa is so rich of everything you need in the world. We don't even need to go outside to demand for anything for anybody. We need to kick all these foreign forces out of Nigeria, out of Africa as a whole. Kick the French out, kick the British out, kick the Germans out, kick the Americans out, kick the Chinese out. Then you have a bridge. Then we start building ourselves. Let's organize and we defend ourselves to defend all we have, all our mineral resources. It's a pity that so many of our educated people will always be calling on foreign force to defend our nation for us, while we doesn't need a weapon to defend your country. You have a lot you can do to defend your country. You only need some support to defend our continent. Raise your voice, let your voice be heard. Because these people, they always see us as the last of all nations. Upon all the rich cultures, the rich mineral resources we're having, we cannot be able to utilize it because we have been oppressed. We have been oppressed to give it out in a price that the Europeans or the Americans or the Chinese want us to do. So if we can dictate the price for ourselves, like the oil sector, like the other sectors, in agriculture, Nigeria and Africa entirely will be one of the greatest. We have an equal eye with these people, So we doesn't need to be relying on all these people for them to know that we are existing. Because anywhere you go today, the only thing they know about Africa is about the people hungry, about the people they are showing the television. Many people still think today we are sleeping in the tree. They don't know we have airports. They don't know we have so other amenities like theirs. Although we are not other fast as they are, but we should be coming up. We should pick up this chance in the Benin Empire to be part of this movement that is coming. Join the Benin Empire Advancement League so that we can also support our candidates. We are not a rebel, we are not the IPOB, we are not the Ododowa. We are a very peaceful organization, and this is what makes us. All Benin Empire people are welcome, whether you are from Nigeria, you are from Ghana, you are from Benin Republic, or you are from Togo, you are from Jamaica, you are from Haiti. You are welcome to this organization. We will take you as a brother, and we like to work with every historians who are very good in history, not just only history, because we are also on an economic aspect of our people, how to develop our people, how to make our people know whom they have to let our people know how to use their resources, because we have a huge resources, and we believe, and how also in technology we can do things for our people, because we doesn't need to depend on anybody and on any nation to survive. Because the Americans you see today, they also suffered a lot before they become America they are today. like likewise the Chinese, the French, the Germans, they didn't come to Africa because they wanted to enslave us. They come to Africa because they were hungry, they were suffering, there was nothing to eat. We were rich in food and everything, human resources. That is where they come to Africa and take our human resources away. The one that was left was the old and the young who knew nothing about our culture, our economy, and others, how to rule, how to do so many things. But today, we are like seed. When you sow a seed, once the rain falls, they will regenerate. This is what is going on also in Jamaica. They know exactly. Oh, once they see you in Nigeria, oh, they are very, very happy. They will welcome you. Almost everybody knows here. They are Nigerians. When you see some of them, they have the Africa in their heart. Yeah. Let me call it a day for now. And thank everyone for joining me. And I hope to join you people again tomorrow, if the time permits. And thank you. And have a blessed day. Bye bye.